Have you ever set 5 alarms the night before? You promised yourself that tomorrow would finally be the day you wake up early. At night, waking up at 5 or 6 a.m. feels completely possible. You imagine yourself exercising, studying, and getting your life together. But the next morning, that motivated version of you completely disappears. Suddenly, your bed feels warmer than your goals. 5 more minutes somehow feels more important than everything you planned. So you hit snooze and tell yourself you'll try again tomorrow. Then you wake up feeling guilty. The same cycle repeats almost every single day. Most people think this happens because they're lazy, but that's usually not the real reason. The truth is, your night brain and your morning brain aren't making the same decision. They care about completely different things. At night, you're thinking about your future. You're imagining how great tomorrow will be. Your brain isn't experiencing any discomfort yet. It's making promises from a comfortable distance. Then your alarm rings the next morning. Everything changes in just a few seconds. You're warm, sleepy, and comfortable. Your brain suddenly has to choose between two rewards. One reward is immediate because going back to sleep feels good right now. The other reward is delayed because studying or exercising only pays off later. Your brain naturally prefers immediate rewards over delayed ones. That's not because you're weak. Thousands of years ago, conserving energy helped humans survive. Wasting energy when it wasn't necessary could actually be dangerous. Your brain still follows that ancient programming today. It doesn't know you're trying to prepare for an exam or build a better future. It simply knows that sleeping requires less effort than getting out of bed. Whenever two options exist, it usually chooses the easier one. But that's only part of the story. There's another reason waking up early feels so difficult. Your brain remembers habits much better than promises. What you repeatedly do becomes automatic. Think about your mornings for a second. If your alarm usually ends with you pressing snooze, your brain has learned that routine. Alarm rings, press snooze, go back to sleep, repeat. After enough repetitions, your brain stops making a conscious decision. It simply follows the habit you've practiced hundreds of times. That's why some people hit snooze before they're even fully awake. Their brain is running on autopilot. Now here's something most people never think about. The problem often starts the night before. People spend hours trying to improve their mornings. Very few people improve their evenings. If you sleep at midnight and expect yourself to wake up happily at 5, you're fighting your own biology. Sleep isn't something you can negotiate with. Your brain needs enough time to recover and restore energy. When you consistently sleep too little, waking up early becomes much harder. That's biology, not laziness. Many people blame themselves every morning. In reality, they're simply sleep deprived. But let's assume you're getting enough sleep. There's still another reason you struggle to wake up. Think about children on the morning of a school trip. Many of them wake up before the alarm even rings. They aren't suddenly more disciplined. Their brain is expecting something exciting. Now compare that to waking up for work or hours of studying. Your brain expects effort instead of excitement. The stronger the emotional reward attached to waking up, the easier it becomes. The weaker the reward, the more attractive your bed feels. That's why people can wake up at 4 in the morning for a vacation, but they struggle to wake up at 8 for work. The issue often isn't waking up early, it's what you're waking up for. Finally, there's one mistake almost everyone makes. They rely entirely on motivation. Every night they tell themselves they'll feel different tomorrow. But mornings don't care about last night's motivation. Motivation is temporary. Systems are what actually last. People who consistently wake up early don't rely on feeling motivated every morning. They remove as many decisions as possible. Their bedtime is consistent. Their phone isn't beside their pillow and their clothes are already prepared. Notice something about those habits. None of them require extraordinary willpower. They simply make the right decision easier than the wrong one. Their environment does part of the work for them. So stop asking yourself why you're so lazy. That's probably the wrong question. Instead, ask yourself what your brain is optimizing for. Most of the time, it's simply choosing comfort and familiarity. Your brain isn't trying to ruin your goals. It's trying to save energy and follow habits that already exist. Once you understand that, you stop fighting yourself. You start designing your environment to make better choices easier. Because waking up early isn't usually about becoming a different person, it's about making it easier for the person you already are to get out of bed. And once you stop relying on motivation, something surprising happens. Waking up early doesn't become easy overnight, but it does become predictable. And that's the difference that eventually changes everything.